President Trump says he's disappointed, but not done with Russian President Vladimir Putin. That's according to the BBC, who spoke with him hours after announcing new military support for Ukraine and also a sanctions plan that will target buyers of Russian oil and energy. So secondary sanctions here. Overnight, Russia's former president, Dmitry Medvedev, calling it a theatrical ultimatum. NewsNation's Tom Dempsey is live for us at the White House this morning. I mean, Tom, theatrics or not, there's now a 50-day deadline on the table.
Yeah, that's right. Good morning, Markie. Look, Russia faces this 50-day deadline to reach a ceasefire with Ukraine, or its trading partners may face severe tariffs. Inside the White House here, President Donald Trump has voiced a lot of frustration with Russian leader Vladimir Putin recently, and he hopes this can help push a deal.
And we thought we had 4 deals, Howard, right, with Putin. Somehow they end and we get off the phone. Oh, that was a very nice conversation. And then he sends missiles into buildings someplace. I say, what was that all about?
President Trump says NATO has agreed to buy billions of dollars worth of weapons from the United States that can then be transferred to Ukraine. That includes badly needed Patriot air defense systems, which can now be rushed to the front lines as part of this deal.
We're going to be doing that with NATO. And it's fully approved, fully done. We'll send them a lot of weapons of all kinds, and they're going to deliver those weapons immediately to the site of the war, different sites of the war, and they're going to pay for 100% of them.
Tariffs could also surge to 100% for Russia's trading partners if no deal gets reached as well, with the U.S. wanting to really punish anyone buying Russian oil and energy, which has helped pay for Russia's war effort. Ukrainian leader Vladimir Zelensky posted to X about speaking over the phone with President Trump on Monday, describing it as a good conversation and thanking the United States for support. One person we have not heard from is Vladimir Putin, but we did hear from a Russian leader who has helped play a role in some of these negotiations, who described these recent pushes by the United States as doomed to fail attempts at pressure there. But one thing for sure, this war is still very much raging on in Europe, Markie, and actually June marked the deadliest month for civilian casualties in Ukraine. That's according to the UN Human Rights Mission in the country. Markie?
Yeah, and a lot of people now curious if this 1-2 punch is going to do the trick to end the fighting. Tom, what's the reaction been like from lawmakers on the Hill?
Well, bipartisan support we've seen from both Republicans and Democrats in response to these decisions by President Trump. In fact, Senator Lindsey Graham spoke to NewsNation about the impact this could all have moving forward. Take a listen.
Now, I'm hoping we can get Putin to the table and end this war, but I know what will happen on day 51. Those who continue to help Putin.
Senator Graham and Democratic Senator Richard Blumenthal from Connecticut said they would push for their own legislation to impose a 500% tariff against any country buying Russian oil, gas, and other exports. That plan has gathered over 80 co-sponsors on Capitol Hill, but President Trump actually commented on that legislation, saying it might not be needed if Russia actually comes to the negotiating table. Markie?
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.